Bridgitte, we're a year old. Isn't that crazy? Oh my
I
God.
can't believe it.
How are you feeling a year later? How does it feel?
A year after launching Gut Personal, it feels like so surreal. Like I never in a million years thought I would do it this quickly. I always had like this goal and this vision of starting a supplement company and doing it so much differently than so many supplement companies out there. But I didn't know, at a year we would have helped over 2,000 women and their families. I didn't know that I would have a badass team of like 4 full-time incredible women. I didn't know that we'd like just be impacting so many lives. And like, it's really showing me that I can do whatever I desire. And it's showing me that we can make a big impact in this world if that's our goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's think back a year ago. This time last year, you had recently launched the Gut Fix, the coaching program, but you were gearing up for Gut Personal. How long had you been working on Gut Personal, and what was it like before launching it? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Tell us about that.
Well, so a year ago, before launching Gut Personal, I wanted to launch it, but I didn't know how. And so what was really important was me sticking to the vision of I want to launch Gut Personal really quickly. I want to get these products out to women as fast as I can. So I hired a marketing agency, which was awesome because then I already had the quiz created. I already had all of the products that I wanted to launch with and their names and the formulations. Like that was the easy part. The hard part for me as a functional medicine dietitian was, how do I get a website up and all of these things that I hadn't done with a supplement company? So those were my barriers and my blocks, but I hired a marketing agency and we got Personal up and running in 2.5 months.
Wow, that's insane.
Wow.
Some business owner planned for years and you did it in 2.5 months. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so how did this all start? What's your story? You were a functional medicine dietitian, but why supplements? What you did coaching? Why did you go this path?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go back. My story goes back all the way until back to my childhood. I was always a constipated kid. I was getting sick all the time. I was put on so many antibiotics. And, as I got older, I was starting to put on different medications like ADHD medication. I was then put on thyroid medication and migraine medication, like all of these different medications I was on, and I was seeing all of these different doctors. And I never felt amazing. I was always like, okay, this doesn't make sense. I'm in school to be a dietitian and they teach us that food is medicine, but I was on all of these different medications and I still didn't feel amazing. I had gained so much weight and I felt so tired all the time. And I was having all of these migraines. And this was all when I was in school to be a dietitian. And so then I found functional medicine. And I did a test on myself while I was still in school. I did an actual poop test. And it told me that I had so much bad bacteria in my gut, that my good bacteria was low, that I had a gluten sensitivity, and was then prescribed personalized supplements. And my entire life changed. I got off all of the different medications. I finally felt amazing in my body. I felt empowered because it wasn't just medications that were like a band-aid to my symptoms. It was actually like me healing from the root cause, which was my gut was a freaking mess.
Yeah.
So when I healed with personalized supplements, I then went on to coach, as a functional medicine dietitian. And then how Gut Personal evolved out of that was I was helping hundreds of women as a functional medicine dietitian, but I wanted to help millions. And so I asked myself, like, what can I be doing to help millions of women? How can I grow this impact even more? And that's when I came up with the idea of this quiz, because I knew I could ask a couple questions of people's symptoms and figure out what was their root cause that was causing their symptoms, and then heal them from that.
That's crazy. That's amazing. Okay. Well, you kind of said this, but there's so many supplement companies out there right now. You look at Amazon, there's hundreds of them, right? Our bestseller is magnesium powder. There's so many out there. What makes us different? You said personalized. So kind of touch on that a little bit about the products and our process for really matching someone with products for them.
Yeah. So when I was seeing clients one-on-one, they would come to me and they would say, I've tried supplements or I've tried probiotics and I felt worse. And to me as a functional medicine dietitian, I was like, well, yeah, because you took the wrong probiotic or you took the wrong supplement. And so I wanted to be able to guide women more of taking their symptoms and matching it with their exact supplements that they needed at their certain stage of gut health, whether their gut is a mess or whether their gut is, doing okay and they have a couple gut health symptoms, or if their gut is doing great, how can we match them with their, like, what they exactly need? So that's when I came up with the quiz, and I was like, this is how it's going to match them to what supplements they need. And then it was also really important to me, you go on Amazon, you go into even like a holistic supplement, center or GNC, and you see all of these supplements. What was really important to me as a practitioner is I was using the highest quality with my clients and my patients, but those weren't available on the shelves or on Amazon. So you do third-party testing on all of our supplements. We use the highest quality. And yes, to some people, those are going to be more expensive. But what we honor, what we think is so important is if you're going to put something in your body, you better damn well make sure it is what it says it is. It doesn't have heavy metals or things that cause poor health in them. So highest quality is so important to us. And that's what I want to make sure to give people.
Love that. So how would you tell people who've tried everything, they're really frustrated with their gut symptoms, it doesn't seem like there's any possible chance of healing? What would you tell someone who's just really in that frustrated place?
Yeah. So I would tell someone, if they're feeling really frustrated about their gut symptoms, one, I've been there. And so I understand. My whole team has been there at some point. We understand what you're going through. And so this is an important mindset shift for you, if this is you, to think through is like, one, you deserve to feel amazing. Two, the answers are out there for you. And so when you use this ultra personalized approach, whether you work with us and take our quiz, or another option is doing testing through us, like actual poop testing, that there is a solution out there for you. What you've tried before just hasn't worked. So release that, release the past and move into the future with an optimistic mind. And that's going to really help.
Love that. You kind of mentioned this earlier, but we are a small team of 4 full-time women who are working in marketing and operations and our clinical side. What is that like? Because when you started the company, it was you and our lead dietitian, Jillian, but what is it like to work with a full-time team now who you're trusting to push forward your marketing and operations? What is that like?
Oh my God. I am so obsessed with having a badass team of women. Like literally, you are amazing. I'm saying you because I'm literally talking to our COO, Lindsay. I was thinking today, I am so proud of us. We have this big vision and this big mission, and we are working really hard every single day to get this out to more women. So I'm just obsessed with having such a badass team, and I know we're going to keep growing, and that feels really cool. Yeah. And I'm proud of us.
Yeah, hell yeah. And on that note, we also have investors in Gut Personal. That started when you launched the company back in November. What is that like to have these amazing entrepreneurs just behind you, helping you financially, but just there to partner with you in this?
It honestly feels so cool to have investors. Like the investors believe in our mission, they believe in our vision. And what's really important to me is not only health, but also wealth for women. So, you know, I think it's so important, like with us as women growing our health literacy and also like showing that we can be, bringing home the bacon. And so when I started this company, I knew that I wanted women behind it and some really incredible men too, but like us women who, when we go to sell this company or we go to, I mean, that's honestly the biggest thing, that they're winning too. And so with people who believe in us, our investors in the beginning, it's just a really cool win for women.
Love it. Okay, something that we've been starting to do more and more with Gut Personal is events, in-person events. We've been to Arizona, there's events in Boston, we're coming to Denver. So talk a little bit about why that's so important for you to really connect with people in person and talk to them about what we do for them.
We are, as a team, are loving in-person events. Like I am so obsessed, not only myself, but literally our whole team. We love just the connection in person, to be able to talk to someone and say, hey, I hear you. I care about you. And here are the supplements you need to heal.
Mm.
And then, after those in-person events, not only do we feel a deeper connection virtually to our customers, but we're also like hearing from them of how the supplements that we recommended to them at an in-person event are completely changing their lives. So I think especially after the pandemic, like in-person connection, giving hugs feels so good for me, but I know it feels so good for our team too.
It does. I love it. I love getting to meet the women that were literally changing their guts and their lives. It's amazing.
I know, it's amazing.
Yay. Okay, so what's next? What's next for Gut Personal and what's next for you?
So what's next for Gut Personal is we are just going to freaking crush in-person events. If you want to meet us, if you're like hosting an in-person event, we want to be there. And I think that's really exciting for us. We're going to start hosting our own pop-ups and activations in Boston and in Denver, like you said, and in Phoenix and Scottsdale. We're going to be hosting our own events. So if, get involved in our community. Our community is just so like centered around empowerment and health and just all incredible things for women. So it's an exciting time.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Yeah. Woo! And then what's coming up for me personally is, as a woman, I want to show other female entrepreneurs that you can be a badass entrepreneur and you can be a great friend and you can be an incredible wife and in the future an incredible mom and be able to do it all and have fun. And I know fun's so important to me. It's a core value of mine. It's something that we try to infuse in our team. And so I want to show women that you can do it and that you can have it all.
Yeah. What would you say to everyone who's been a part of the Gut Personal journey, the investors, the team, the customers? What would you want to say to them on our 1-year anniversary?
Oh my gosh. On our 1-year anniversary, I know I'm going to get like emotional. This is like, it's like just so incredible. All of these people who have backed us, who have believed in my vision, who have believed in, I've never done this before. And a year later, we've helped thousands of people. Like, it's so amazing to be here right now, to be celebrating with my beautiful team. And I'm just so lucky to be celebrating with our investors, to be celebrating with my family. And it's just so amazing. So if we can do this in a year, imagine what we're going to be doing in 5 years. And I hope whoever's listening to this, like, feels how much we care about you, whether you're a customer, investor, affiliate, that we care about how you feel and that we just care about you as a person. Like that one, we will never lose that as a company who's helped thousands or when we get to millions. So just watch out.
Okay, that's it. Anything else you want to record while we're here?
Oh my God.
Happy
birthday, GutPersonal!
birthday, GutPersonal! Woo!